put your target the question up, go ahead and take out your computer. And go ahead and log onto your Canvas. Okay, here, go ahead and do a whole class dojo because it looks like everybody is. When they're doing Chromebook, I try and take those as their grades just so there's some consistency between the remote learners and the in-person learners. The remote third grade math teacher is also doing the same. So when we plan together, we plan our assignments, most of them on Chrome, so we know that they're kind of on the same, doing the same thing. Does that mean that our number is going to increase?
No.
No, right? We already have the whole. So, what operation do we know right now that causes our number to decrease? The main difficulty is trying to stay social distanced from them. It's really hard not to want to get down and help them and work it out, to kind of guide them through it. A lot of times if they're doing something on the Chromebook, if they're struggling with it, I'm trying to explain it to them and they don't understand, so trying to just make it in kid-friendly terms. The technology has probably been the hardest part. Anyway, what are we doing? I'm going to take them away, right? Okay. So if I take 5 away from 12, what do you think that's going to be, Ashton? 7? We will come together and we will do like our SEL. We'll talk about, how they're feeling. They do an emotional check-in in the morning where we'll talk about how they're feeling. I like to do a little bit of good news where they can share out their good news. And we typically start with a problem solving, and that's how we start our mornings.
That's one of the questions we asked this morning, and they said they were going to find out and let us know. I just knew if I did it in there, then it would be reflected.
I teach 110 students remotely math. I teach the 5th grade compacted and the 5th grade on-level students from Hartman, Rochelle, and Shannon. This really has been the biggest challenge, I will say professionally, of just figuring out how to make this as if they're in person with you.
Okay.
So I was thinking, if y'all are good with it, just to kind of, when we know our tests are coming up, to try to schedule them on different days. So maybe every week we can kind of look ahead from now on and just see what our timeline's looking like. Are y'all good with that?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay. My remote team is who my 5th graders also see, so I teach the math. And then I pair with the teacher that teaches science and social studies, Geraldine Kendall from Rochelle. And then I pair with Tracy Cummings. She's our 3rd teammate. She's at Shannon and she teaches the English language arts. And so the first week that we became a team, I think we found out on a Monday. And by Tuesday, we were BFFs and we were Zooming every night. And we literally talked so much just trying to figure this out. And that's what my team has been. It's crazy that we've only known each other for a few weeks, but you would never know that because everything that we do is very, we are all like-minded, and it's all how can we make this the best for our children and for our families, to make this as smooth as a transition as possible. This is what I learned last week, Tracy, with Canvas and Skyward. Honestly, I could see myself doing this long-term, I don't know what's COVID gonna bring, but also I love teaching in person, so I do miss the interactions. I'm trying to make it as if they're with me, and it's working. And they're learning math. I can see their work, they can see my work, they're getting immediate feedback, and we are rocking and rolling. Once they're gone, they go work in their Canvas on their lesson for the day, and then my compacted group comes to me, and we repeat the same thing with their mini lesson of the day. So I do that 3 times a day, and it's great. It's really, we are rocking and rolling. We are on point, and they are getting the same education, same teaks, same everything as if they were in my classroom right now. So right now we had penciled in October 2nd. So if yours was at the beginning of the week, then mine, because it all has to be in that same window. Does that work?
Right, yes.
I think that the children are doing fantastic also. I think that just figuring out their schedules and again, the technology of just figuring out Zooms, when am I on, when am I off? But I think for us as teachers, being as consistent as we can, modeling of where to find everything, where's your schedule, everything is laid out very systematic for them. And so I think that's cut down on a lot of the confusion for the kids and the parents.